Okay, good morning. This is Thursday, December 2nd, 2022, and it's about 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So at this point, I've moved my balance area to here because this is really starting to get pretty long over here. So the balance area went from here to here, and in a NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, it looks like it's just starting to come around and turn the corner here. And let's see, the ES, same thing. I moved the balance area to here. So the reason why I did that is because this is all I'm paying attention to. Now, I had mentioned earlier I had bought some put options here, and the market came down and came back up, and it balanced out. So my put options are still good, but at this point, because we're in December and we're getting close to Christmas time, I don't know if there's going to be a lot that's going to happen here, because we're already December 2nd. So I don't know if they're just going to keep this thing in this area and maybe even from here to here, just bouncing around. And until next year, then it's going to break this very important line here and go down. Same thing with the stocks. So that's what I'm pretty much thinking at this point. There's not a lot. I'm going to wait on my trades. I might have to wait a month until I get in. But like I mentioned before, even if you have to wait a month or two, when you catch these big moves, you can make enough in these big moves just in a month. Sometimes a little bit longer, but usually it only takes a few weeks to a month, and you can make as much money as what most people make in a whole year. And so it's worth that wait. And like I said, it's getting pretty close to the end of the year, and they're going to make it look pretty nice for December, for Christmas. And after the 20th, there really isn't a lot of trading anyway. It tends to die down. People go on vacation, traders leave. And so, we're only 18 days away from that. So like I said, I don't see a whole lot happening. Maybe it might come down to this line, just bounce around in here and just stay in this area. And then in January, maybe that's when we're going to start seeing the big moves go down. So this is definitely different. I know the other crashes we've had, they're always later on during the year. And this is a little bit different. This whole last 2 years is different. And, we're in a different environment as far as the timing goes, because this market should have corrected way back in 2019 for it to be a healthy correction. But now, because it's at such an extreme, we're going to have an extreme downturn. That's just the way it works. Let's see what I got here. Where is that anyway? Oh, I think I'm already there. Okay, so minus. Okay, here we are. Yeah, because of what happened during the pandemic and it came up, it should have corrected back in here for this to be a healthy downturn. This would have been correction down here, but then it came up, and this is the longest bull market in history, and so now we're going to see all that going down, and I believe it's going to go way down below here, maybe a 90% correction. I've been looking at some of these comments on some of these videos people putting out, and they're still talking about we're back in the bull market, and I don't see how. These people just don't have experience. Like that's what it is. And so there's a lot of people dumping their money in, and that's what they want. And once they do that and they start accumulating all this money, they're just going to bring it down. They're going to wipe out all those people. That's just how this game's been played out for hundreds of years. All right, so back to ES. I don't see anything going on, you know. And if this market doesn't make any moves down in this area in the next couple weeks, then it's probably going to stick around this area here. And we'll see. But I might not, like I said, I might not trade until it gets under this line here. There's a couple stocks I'm looking at, making a chart, and I might post that chart on what I'm looking at as far as to buy. But with the ES, I don't see anything happening. One of them is gold. Gold's been gaining a lot of momentum, and you know, that's a sure sign right there, gold going up, because there's a lot of people, I'm talking about the larger institutions, that are starting to pull out of the market and go towards gold, while the smaller people, average person, is going into the stock market. And so again, you know, if you look at things like gold, you can see that they're starting to go up a little bit now, so people are starting to dump money. And I looked at the options on gold, and it's a tremendous, I mean, it's an incredible buying opportunity because the options are so cheap. In fact, I put a double asterisk over it because it's just, that's how good of an opportunity it is. And so I'll be buying even more gold, and maybe even soon. I'm going to take a look at it right after I get off of this and see where it's at, and might just dump the rest of my money into that until who knows when, you know. So okay, so that's it for today. Not much to talk about other than we're still in a bear market. We're not in a bull market at all. And like I said, I've been looking at some of these comments online, and people are dumping their money in. They still think that this is the bottom and we're going up. So that means that it's good opportunities going down, because there's going to be a lot of people selling, and I'm going to be one of them that's going to be buying put options on the way down. And if we're only at maybe 30% correction, 25, 30%, we still have at least another 50% to go. You know, it's got a long ways down, so that means a lot of opportunities coming up. Not for most people, but for people that know these markets, and you know, that's only a small percentage, only about 2%. But you can be one of those 2% and make some money. Just follow along. Okay, that's it for today. Talk to you tomorrow.